when you're taking a break from alcohol, day 4 is quite a big milestone because it's roughly about now that the alcohol has left your system. Physically, you're free. Now we're talking quite generally now, 4 to 5 days. From your last drink, you should have the alcohol out of your system. If we were doing hair analysis or blood tests, it'll probably show up. But for the purposes of what we're doing, yeah, you're physically free of alcohol. And you might have felt a bit rough this last few days, tired and crabby, and that's like withdrawal. You've had alcohol withdrawing from your system. Everything's taking a bit of time to settle. Think about it, when you're drinking, you've got like this chemical concoction melee going on, and then you remove that, it's got to all settle. So don't despair if you're feeling a bit crap, it's all good. From here on in, the journey is not about detoxing anymore. You've done that bit. From here on in, it's like, let's talk about the emotional entanglement that you've got with the booze. If you haven't had a drink for the last 4 or 5 days, then you and I are on a level playing field in terms of sobriety. I haven't drank for years, but physically, biologically, we're the same now. The difference is that I carried on learning about my emotional dependency on alcohol, learning more about myself, my habits, my triggers, my routines, and that's what you're going to do now. And next week in this series, we're going to dig deeper into those stories that we tell ourselves that keep us stuck. But this week, we're keeping it simple, remember? We're stacking the days, we're just building our confidence. The thing that trips a lot of people up, and I'm seeing it a lot, I'm hearing it a lot, is not knowing what they're going to be doing. It's not the actual alcohol, it's just not knowing what to do instead. And all week we've been saying, keep yourself busy, keep yourself distracted, disrupt the pattern, and that still stands today. But you've got to treat every single day on its own. It doesn't matter that it's a Friday or a Saturday, it doesn't matter. You're treating each independent day in isolation. So today, my job is to get to bed without drinking. So what am I going to do to disrupt that pattern? Am I aware of those triggers? Am I starting to look at it? And am I aware of the language I'm using with myself? Remember, I'm getting to do this. This is a choice that I'm making. It's not a punishment. On day 4, it doesn't matter how much you've drunk in the past, how often you drank. You've had 4 days off. So it's a total reset. From here on in, we're going into the emotions. Today, I really need you to remember again that it's not forever, it's just today. And we're going to talk about planning. I want you to become a precision planner. Again, doesn't have to be forever, but for this week and the weeks coming up, I want you to plan your time, your activities, your food, your thoughts, your responses. Try as best as possible to plan everything. It's okay if it doesn't go quite to plan, but if you've got a broad plan, you're winning. Start looking ahead right now. What have I got coming up? What plans can I change? Can I meet people for early morning coffee and brunch and a walk rather than in the bar in the evening? Can I book an early class at the gym to make sure that I don't have a hangover and I need to get up for it? What am I going to drink if I do go out? What am I going to eat? What am I going to say if somebody says anything? What am I going to do when I feel restless or bored or stressed? Preparation isn't about restriction. Preparation is about setting yourself up for success. This is all what it's about, all of this week. You're learning to live without alcohol. This is a skill, and it's a skill that takes practice. So it's the sort of thing you have to show up for every day, and you're doing that. The mindset shift I'd really like you to think about today is, this isn't forever, I'm just doing a bit of planning ahead. Doing some planning doesn't mean you're committing to anything. It means you're removing any surprises that you might have coming along. When you know what you're doing, when you're doing it, how you're going to do it, and how you'll support yourself staying alcohol-free, then you stop negotiating with yourself, you stop fighting with yourself, life becomes a little easier. Journal prompt for today. What do I have coming up in the next few days? What might possibly trip me up? What time of the day is most risky? What can I do to change my plans? This is a little break with Bridge. I'm Bridgine. I'm well over 5 years alcohol free, and this is a little series helping you take a break from alcohol in the coming weeks. All of the videos are labelled A Little Break with Bridge like this, and you can find them in a collection in my profile if you want to join anytime. Important to end on this. This is around the time a lot of people fall off the wagon because the emotional entanglement starts kicking in quite strong. The last few days you've been in withdrawal, you've been detoxing, you've been feeling a bit crap, and we do start to say to ourselves, well, is this it? Like, is this what sobriety's like? It's not for me. It's got to be stuck with. You've got to stick with this bit. It'll just get easier and easier. You can totally do this. You've done hard things before. You've got this. Keep going.